Most conspiracies begin with a question, but this one begins with a sound. In the late 1980s, radio hobbyists began reporting something unusual. A strange broadcast buried deep within the shortwave spectrum. It wasn't music. It wasn't news. It was a single tone, followed by a voice repeating numbers in an almost mechanical rhythm. At first, it seemed like just another number station. Cold War relics used for spies to communicate. But this one was different. The signal didn't match any known frequency band, and more disturbingly, every time researchers tried to trace its origin, it moved, almost as if it knew it was being followed. The signal became known as the lost frequency. Some claimed it was coming from somewhere in the Arctic. Others swore it was being transmitted from beneath the Pacific Ocean, and a few conspiracy theorists whispered something far darker, that the signal didn't come from Earth at all. What made the lost frequency terrifying wasn't just the mystery of its origin. It was what happened to the people who listened too long. Amateur listeners described sudden migraines, nosebleeds, hallucinations of static-like figures standing in the corners of their rooms, and a feeling that someone or something was repeating their thoughts back to them. A man in Berlin claimed he recorded hours of the broadcast, only to find that when he played the tape back, the voice on the recording was his own, repeating numbers he didn't understand. In 1996, a university research group in Canada attempted to code the broadcasts. They mapped the numbers and realized they weren't random at all. They matched astronomical coordinates, places in the sky where no stars or planets were visible. Months later, NASA announced the discovery of several previously unknown objects in those same regions. Objects they called dark satellites. Dead, drifting relics of space debris. But conspiracy theorists didn't buy it. They believed those objects weren't debris at all. They were listening devices. Receivers waiting for the lost frequency. The most chilling incident happened in 2003, when a group of shortwave listeners organized an event called the Midnight Tune-In. Dozens of people around the world agreed to lock into the lost frequency at the exact same time. Most only lasted a few minutes before turning their radios off in fear. But 5 people stayed on the entire night. By morning, all 5 had vanished. Their homes were found empty, radios still crackling with static. No signs of struggle, no bodies ever recovered. Governments have denied the existence of the lost frequency. But recordings continue to appear online, always low quality, always cut off just before the most important part of the broadcast. And here's the part that scares researchers the most. Every year, the frequency drifts closer to civilian radio bands, meaning one day you won't need special equipment to hear it. It might just bleed into your car stereo, or your phone, or your smart speaker. So what is the lost frequency? A Cold War experiment that never ended, a forgotten alien transmission, or something older, waiting for enough people to listen. We may never know the truth, but if you ever stumble upon a signal repeating numbers at midnight, be careful how long you listen, because some frequencies don't just travel through the air, they travel through you. Thanks for watching. For more terrifying conspiracies and chilling mysteries, subscribe and turn on the bell. Because the scariest signals are the ones we were never meant to hear.